השם אלוקינו באהבה וברצון, שבת קודשך וינוחו בם כל ישראל, מקדשי שמך. השם אלוקינו באהבה וברצון, שבת קודשך וינוחו בם כל ישראל, מקדשי שמך. Everyone together. רק אתם תחזיקו עצמכם, תחזיקו עצמכם ביחד. רק אתם תחזיקו עצמכם, תחזיקו עצמכם ביחד, ביחד. רק אתם תחזיקו עצמכם, תחזיקו עצמכם ביחד. רק אתם תחזיקו עצמכם, תחזיקו עצמכם ביחד. ועל ידי זה תהיו, ועל ידי זה תהיו אנשים כשרים. ועל ידי זה תהיו, ועל ידי זה תהיו אנשים כשרים. Everyone together. ועל ידי זה תהיו, ועל ידי זה תהיו אנשים כשרים. על ידי זה תהיו, על ידי זה תהיו אנשים כשרים. רק אתם תחזיקו עצמכם, תחזיקו עצמכם ביחד. רק אתם תחזיקו עצמכם, תחזיקו עצמכם ביחד. ועל ידי זה תהיו, ועל ידי זה תהיו אנשים כשרים. ועל ידי זה תהיו, על ידי זה תהיו אנשים כשרים. השם ברחמך הרבים, שלח לנו רוח טהורה ממרומים, ונראה בכל אחד את הטוב, את המיוחד, ונחזיק את עצמנו ביחד. Na 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 ועל ידי זה תהיו, על ידי זה תהיו אנשים כשרים, ועל ידי זה תהיו, ועל ידי זה תהיו אנשים כשרים. בשם שמלך המשיח בא, בשם שמלך המשיח בא. עומד על גג בית המקדש ומשמיע לישראל ואומר, בשעה שמלך המשיח בא, בשעה שמלך המשיח בא. הוא עומד על גג בית המקדש ומשמיע לישראל ואומר, ענבים ענבים הגיע הזמן, הגיע הזמן גאולתכם, ואם אין אתם מאמינים, ואם אין אתם מאמינים, אוי ראו באורי שזורע, אוי ענבים ענבים הגיע הזמן, הגיע הזמן גאולתכם, ואם אין אתם מאמינים, ואם אין אתם מאמינים, אוי ראו באורי שזורע. בשעה שמלך המשיח בא, בשעה שמלך הוא משמיע לישראל ואומר, בשעה שמלך המשיח בא, עומד על גג בית המקדש ומשמיע לישראל ואומר, ענבים ענבים הגיע הזמן, הגיע הזמן גאולתכם, ואם אין אתם מאמינים, ואם אין אתם מאמינים, אוי ראו באורי שזורע, ענבים ענבים הגיע הזמן, הגיע הזמן לגאולתכם, ואם אין אתם מאמינים, ואם אין אתם מאמינים, אוי ראו באורי שזורע, טה-נה-נה-נה-י נה-י 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 ואומנם כבר ידעת, ואומנם כבר ידעת, שהנרצה יותר בעבודת הבורא, יתברך שמו. ואומנם כבר ידעת, ואומנם כבר ידעת, שהנרצה יותר בעבודת הבורא, יתברך שמו. הוא חפץ הלב ותשוקת הנשמה, הוא חפץ הלב ותשוקת הנשמה, ותשוקת הנשמה. ביחד הוא חפץ הלב ותשוקת הנשמה, חפץ הלב ותשוקת הנשמה, ותשוקת הנשמה. ואומנם כבר ידעת, ואומנם כבר ידעת, שהנרצה יותר בעבודת הבורא, יתברך שמו. ותשוקת הנשמה, הוא חפץ הלב ותשוקת הנשמה, ותשוקת הנשמה. אוי הנשמה, nine הוא חפץ הלב ותשוקת הנשמה, הוא חפץ הלב ותשוקת הנשמה, ותשוקת הנשמה. ותשוקת הנשמה, הנשמה. דידי נה 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 נה. במוצאי יום מנוחה, עם זה לעמך רווחה, שלח תשבי לעיניך, ונס יגון ואנחה. יעתה לך צורי, לקבץ העם מפוזרי, מיד גוי אכזרי, אשר קרא לי שוחה. את דודים תעורר אל, למלט עם אשר שואל, ראות טובך בבוא גואל, כסף זורה נידחה. קרא ישר לעם נדבה, אל דגול מרבבה, יהי השבוע הבא לישועה ולרווחה. בציון השכולה, אשר היא היום גאולה, מהרה תהיה בהולה, הם הבנים שמחה. מעיינות עשה יזובון, ופדויי השם ישובון, ומהישע ישבון, והצרה נשכחה. וכעמך כאברהם יצפצפו עם לא אלמן, דבר השם אשר נאמן, בהקימך הבטחה. בידידים כלי תכרת, נגינתם יפצחו במרץ, בלי צווחה ובלי פרץ, אין יוצאת ואין צווחה. יהי החודש הזה, כי נבואת אבי חוזה, וישמע בבית זה כל ששון וכל שמחה. חזק ימלא משאלותינו, אמיץ יעשה בקשתנו, והוא ישלח במעשה ידינו, ברכה והצלחה. תדינה נא נא יום גילה, שמך נורא עלילה, שלח תשבי לעם סגולה, רווח ששון והנחה. כל צלה דרינה שפתנו, אז תרננה, אנא השם הושיענה, אנא השם הצליחנה. תדידה רבנו שאג בקול גדול, אין שום ייאוש, אין שום ייאוש בעולם כאן. רבנו שאג בקול גדול, אין שום ייאוש. אוי אוי מצווה גדולה להיות בשמחה, להיות בשמחה תמיד. מצווה גדולה להיות בשמחה, להיות בשמחה תמיד. היי היי לה 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 היי לה 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 לה. אוי מצווה גדולה להיות בשמחה, להיות בשמחה תמיד. היי מצווה גדולה להיות בשמחה, להיות בשמחה תמיד. רבנו שאג בקול, אוי אין שום ייאוש, אין שום ייאוש. אוי אוי רבנו שאג בקול גדול. אוי אוי מצווה גדולה להיות בשמחה, מצווה גדולה להיות בשמחה. אוי רבנו שאג בקול גדול, אין שום ייאוש, אין שום ייאוש, אין שום ייאוש בעולם כלל. רבנו שאג בקול גדול, אוי אוי מצווה גדולה להיות בשמחה, להיות בשמחה תמיד. מצווה גדולה ויסלחו וישרים יעלוזו והחסידים ברינה יגילו והחסידים ברינה יגילו והחסידים ברינה יגילו אוי ובכן צדיקים ויסלחו וישרים יעלוזו והחסידים ברינה יגילו בלילה לראש השמורות רוי לי בלילה לראש השמורות רוי לי בלילה לראש השמורות שפכי כמים נוכח בנשב שפכי כמים נוכח בנשב מעלות, אשא עיניי אל ההרים, מאין יבוא עזרי? עזרי מעם השם, עושה שמיים וארץ, אל ייתן למות רגליך, אל ינום שומרך. הנה לא ינום ולא יישן שומר ישראל, השם שומרך, השם צילך, על יד ימינך. יומם השמש לא יככה, וירח בלילה, השם ישמורך מכל רע, ישמור את נפשך, השם ישמור צאתך ובואך, מעתה ועד עולם. אוי 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 שיר למעלה, Maybe we'll do a new song. It's called והיה נשאר בציון. The words are taken from ישעיה הנביא. והיה נשאר בציון ונותר בירושלים, קדוש יאמר לו. The people that were left in ירושלים will be called holy. נראה שלמה. כל הכתוב לחיים ירושלים. הנשאר בציון והנותר בירושלים, והיה הנשאר בציון והנותר בירושלים, והיה הנשאר בציון והנותר בירושלים, והיה נשאר בציון והנותר בירושלים. קדוש יאמר לו, קדוש יאמר לו, קדוש יאמר לו, קדוש יאמר לו. והיה נשאר בציון והנותר בירושלים, והיה נשאר בציון והנותר בירושלים, והיה נשאר בציון והנותר בירושלים, והיה נשאר בציון והנותר בירושלים. קדוש יאמר לו, קדוש יאמר לו, קדוש יאמר לו, קדוש יאמר לו. כל הכתוב לחיים בירושלים, כל הכתוב לחיים בירושלים, בירושלים, בירושלים. היה נשאר בציון והנותר בירושלים, והיה נשאר בציון והנותר בירושלים, והיה נשאר בציון והנותר בירושלים, והיה נשאר בציון והנותר בירושלים. קדוש יאמר לו, קדוש יאמר לו. אוי, כל הכתוב לחיים בירושלים, אוי, כל הכתוב לחיים בירושלים, 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 בירושלים.
Bishop's Rebbe, quote, "One day, a small thin sefer came my way entitled Kodesh. I spent the next 2 days learning it, consuming it from cover to cover. Here, at last, the heart of the tzaddik was unveiled. In Eish Kodesh, the Rebbe gave a voice, words, sentences, and paragraphs to all that my parents and the other survivors wanted to say but could not. These bereft, faithful Jews were not interested in Holocaust memorials or Holocaust literature. They were starving for Torah, true, deep, authentic Torah, taught by a tzaddik whose life, like theirs, was interrupted. They needed to know that he too, the great Rebbe of piaseczn, was tormented by the Hester Panim, the fact that God's face was hidden, that he was crushed by his personal losses, but that he never wavered in his faith, in Hashem's love, or in his belief in the future of Hashem's nation. Rav Moshe Weinberger Shlita, Elul 5775. In the days after Shmini Atzeres Simchas Torah, leading up to this special night, in the lobby of the shul, in the streets of this town, it always strikes me how palpable the excitement and anticipation is amongst the chevra, almost like a hunger. Amongst us here tonight are many who can relate to Rebbe's powerful sentiments from Sakdama to warned by the fire of the Eish Kodesh, as they either grew up in such heilige homes or those like me from the next generation who feel it very deeply, growing up in a home where my Bubby and Zadie were survivors, heroes who kept their emunah through it all and taught us with intense clarity what it means to be a Yid. And others amongst us who even maybe without such a direct connection to the Holocaust have other inyanim that they have come here tonight to be comforted for. And we are all here tonight because there's a place inside each and every one of us, whether in pain or happiness, longing or excitement, to have a deep desire to connect to the tzaddik, Zeichet Tzaddik V'Kadosh L'Vracha, and learn from his life and teachings. And we gather here tonight with our Rebbe, who, as he always does, ignites the spark in each and every one of us, brings us comfort and inspiration, and takes us into a place where we could connect to and celebrate the tzaddik and a world that was. Good vach, welcome to the piaseczn hilula Tavshin Pei Beis. A big yasher koach, Rav Yaakov Klein, for the tremendous nigun to start us off tonight, and to the Lost Princess Initiative for contributing content for tonight's event. With the biggest welcome back to Eish Kodesh and Woodmere Embrace, to Rav Eitan Katz and his beautiful mishpacha. Thank you for a most special Shabbos, and looking forward to so many more great moments together in Mirz Hashem. To our incredible Eish Kodesh team, just days after our groundbreaking Simchas Beis HaShoeva with Kehilas Mevakshei Hashem, to come together once again so quickly and in such spectacular fashion. Yaakov Schmuckler, Yitzhak Mordechai Fader, Aaron Rosenthal, Menachem Lewin, Dov Perkel, Sam Gross, Andy Lauber, David Lawrence, Benji Davidman, Ronan Fuchsboomer, Jay Gelman, Moshe Pilevsky, Eris Shiloh, Yehuda and Yonatan Klinkowitz, and Ephraim Nudman. And speaking of Ephraim, the incredible security team including Gabriel Fagan, Noach Gordon, Howard Sklar, Stephen Perlich, and Ben Cohn. And to the Chevra from Chaverium for volunteering to help keep us safe tonight. To our good friend Meir Kolka, we love you, buddy. You bring so much magic to everything you touch, never more than tonight. And Baruch Schwartz, always tremendous. Thank you. And of course, to our dear sponsors, it's the biggest chizuk for all of us here at Eish Kodesh. Your support and encouragement is invaluable and really allows us to continue to assist Rav Weinberger in his holy avodah, comforting, inspiring, and bringing joy to so many here and all over the world. Anonymous for Yeshua Shlema from Moshe Yitzchak Ben Sima. Harry and Cynthia Kadowitz, Lazech and Nishmat, Cynthia's parents, Abraham and Lana Lipner, Lana Bas Mary Yitzchak, Avram Zev Ben Mordechai.
Naomi Mayer in tribute to Lonnie Zoldan for sharing Yaakov with Eish Kodesh.
Rena and Mark Nussbaum, Lila Nishmas Asher Ben Eliezer. Thank you, Hashem, in honor of Rebbe. Abe Topiel and Scott and family, Lila Nishmas, our dear mother and grandmother, Perla Topiel, Allah Shalom, Haisha Chashuva Perel Bas Rav Ephraim Nachman, Lila Nishmas Yedid Nafshi, Ve'em B'ni Sarah Miriam Bas Rav Yitzchak Halevi. James Nussbaum and family, Lila Nishmas Avi Mori Asher Ben Eliezer, Mr. Alan Nussbaum for best wishes for bracha tzlacha, health and achas from Mrs. Miriam Nussbaum and Rabbi and Mrs. Mark Angel. Bashi and Benji Fish in honor of Tzuriel Ross and Menachem Lewin. Aaron and Sarah Greenblatt, Lazech Nishmas Yemima Bas Avraham. Danielle and Ari Wickness in honor of Rebbe and the Rebbetzin and the Holy Chevra at Eish Kodesh, Lazech Nishmas of Colonimus Kalman Ben Elimech Zech Tzadik Levracha. Morris Estes in honor of Avi Estes. Sylvia and Ronan Fuchsboomer, Clara Roth and George Roth in memory of Sylvia and George's father and Clara's husband, Eugenie Roth. Daniel Amy Gibber in honor of Rebbe and Rebbetzin Weinberger. Howie and Martha Hershkovitz. Leland Nishmas, Howie's mom, Leah Sarah Bazev. Mikey and Rebecca Richmond in honor of Rebbe and Rebbetzin Weinberger and Rabbi and Rebbetzin Levin. The Goldman family in gratitude to Rav Weinberger. The Carmeli and Rendler families, Leland Nishmas, Ruchami Yocheved, Bas Aaron, Zeichel Levracha, Yartzeit, Hey Cheshvan. Beverly and Henry Shachar, the Iris of the Eish Kodesh, Schus Yuganaleinu, burn every brighter through Rebbe Shlita and his Torah. Tavor and Dovi Elias in honor of Rebbe and Rebbetzin Weinberger. Naomi and Baruch Ross in memory of Mordechai ben Aryeh, Shimon and Shali Chrein, Leland Nishmas, Chai Bas Yeshua Cohen, Alex and Esther Shulman in honor of Kilos Eish Kodesh. The Shrek family of Zeichen Nishmas Mendel ben Levi David Cohen, Olo Kedoshim of the extended white Shrek families who died al Kiddush Hashem. David and Shoshana Lawrence, the covered the Eish Kodesh, Shem Yinkum Damam, and the Chvod Rebbe Shlita who allows this special Kehila to connect to the Tzaddik and to his Torahs. Adam and Lindsay Oken in honor of the selfless volunteer army of Eish Kodesh led by its generals Jay-Z and Surya Ross. Yossi and Ronit Rosenfeld in honor of and with Hakaras Tov to Rebbe and everyone who helps in making all of the Eish Kodesh events possible. Binyamin and Naomi Goldstein in honor of Rebbe Shlita and the piaseczn and the Hashem Yom Damam. Kimberly and Kenneth Strachman in honor of our Rebbe and Holy Chevra Beit Kilos Eish Kodesh. Hashim Bani Shurs in honor of Rebbe and the entire Eish Kodesh community. Naz and Yaakov Aziz in honor of Rabbi and Rebbetzin Weinberger. These are Nathan Katz in honor of Weinberger and all the light he is spreading all over the world. Kalman and Yala Goldstein for the Achlas of Klal Yisrael. Anonymous in the Nishmas Fanny Fega Bas Rivka. Anonymous Refuah Shalem Gershon Yosef ben Rachel. The Garfinkel family in honor of Rebbe Shlita. Judy Amar in memory of Miriam Rachel Bas Shlomik. The Boris family in honor of Rebbe and Rebbetzin. Cyril and Lizzie Ross, Lila Nishmas Chanan Hirsch Zelig ben Yaakov and Rivka Bas Chaim. Rivka and Eli Goldschmidt, Lila Nishmas the Eish Kodesh of piaseczn and the appreciation of Weinberger, Rebbetzin Weinberger, and for the Zachan Yeshua ben Yamin Tzvi ben Riva Miriam, Azriel and Sarah Gans, in honor of Yedid Netfesh, Yosef Karduner. Yona and Rachel Tepper in honor of the upcoming Bar Mitzvah of Avram Yeshua Heschel Fader. Mazel Jeremy and Yedina Fader. Anonymous in honor of Mr. Jay-Z and family, the dedication to Eish Kodesh and Klal Yisrael. Dovi Rachel Newman, the Chavod Harav Kolonus Kalman ben Rabbeinu Elimelech. Zechus Yugun Eleni. Danielle and Siam Shurs in honor of the holy Eish Kodesh and to our Rebbe for continuing to spread that fire. Ari and Daniel Shurs in honor of the Rebbe in the Shul. Jeff and Shona Weinberg, the Zeichen Nishmas Shef's father. David ben Yosef is Yartzeit this Monday. His neshama should have an aliyah. Yosef and Chani Newman in appreciation to the Rebbe, and as a schus for a complete refuah for Yosef from Rabban Yehuda, Chaim Hetzel Nishmas Tzvi Ben Meir and Avtali Halevi, Moshe and Rebecca and Rosenbaum, a full refuah for Moshe's mother Rachel Leah, Bas Miriam Firmit, and Lila Nishmas Rebecca's brother Emmanuel Yisachar Ben Yaakov Eliezer. Thank you all for coming out, and to everybody watching on the live stream, a good winter.
First, I want to thank also all of the sponsors, all of the Chevra who helped. As far as Yaakov and Lani is concerned, I wasn't aware that Lani was sharing Yaakov with us. I'm a little bit insulted. I thought it was all ours. It's ours. Okay. Yaakov, thank you for everything, for living and breathing Eish Kodesh. Our immeasurable love and thanks. Thank you. To my dear friend Rabbi Yosef, we was able to have the Suda together last night, and I asked how many years we're together. There's already 21 years that we're doing this, 21 years. And over the years, unfortunately, Yosef has started to understand some English. So I can't even say the things, all these nice things that I wanted to say in English because he understands. But he knows without words and he's not a person that cares about words. His whole life is a niggin. He's a niggin. He's a niggin. He's a hidden song, a deep and hidden song that is a treasure that Am Yisrael holds on to, and we're going to sing together Bez Hashem Yerushalayim. Tavi and the rest of the Chevra. Friends, Choshev Rabbanim and Chaveirim, Yedidim. It's not a time for a shir or even some sort of a maimer. It's really just a time to express ga'aguim, a great longing from the deepest part of who I am, that fills every moment of my life and all that I think about and all that I do, this tzaddik and the other tzaddikim, but this world of Eish Kodesh. You know, by the first hilula of Reb Mendel of Vitebsk, Schus Yerlein, by the first hilula, his Talmud, his friend, Rabbi Avram Kalisker, Schus Yerlein, was crying out, Mim kaimai hu yifan barachmav le'amai. Mim kaimai hu yifan barachmav le'amai. He said, Rabbi, it's your hilula, it's the first hilula. And on the yard side by the hilula, the neshama of the tzaddik Rebbe, your neshama is ascending higher and higher. And we're so afraid. We're so afraid that you don't remember us from that place that you're ascending to. So we're begging you, Mim kaima hu yifan barachmav li'amai, that from that mokum that you're in, Mim kaima hu yifan barachmav li'amai, not just a kodesh baruch Hu, but the tzaddik, that Mim kaima from the place that you're in, hu yifan barachmav li'amai, that you should look with rachmanis upon your people, upon where we are and who we are. And this is all that I'm thinking about this whole Shabbos. Rebbe, are you looking? From that place, are you looking? Are you shepping nachis? We're not exactly the way the Chevra looked in Varsha and Piaseczn, you know. And the songs are different, but you know, we're really the same. We want the same. And we need you very, very badly to be part of our lives. So whereas that tzaddik, the Karlisker, said, Mim koimohi from Rachmel Yamai, from that place where he's ascended to. You know, there was a tzaddik whose yard site was only a short time ago. And we were calling out a few minutes ago, Rabbeinu Sha'ag. So tzaddik, Rabbi Nachman Schus Yerlein, his whole metzias was to give us chizik. And he revealed something much greater than that cry of the Kalisker by the Vitebska's yard site. In Tinyana Zayin, which we've spoken about over the years, so Rabbi Nachman is talking about the tzaddik and the rachmanis that the tzaddik has. The rachmanis that the tzaddik has for our people and for each and every one of us. Ki ikar rachmanis hu kshe Yisrael am kodesh noifnim chas v'shalom ba'avonos rachman litzlan. And the ikar rachmanis that the tzaddik has is when we're not doing well, Chalila. And we're drifting away from who we are and from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ki zeh rachmanis hagodol mikol mini rachmanis. So Ibn Nachman says that that's the biggest rachmanis, mikol mini rachmanis. Ki kol ha'yisurim ha'koshim shaboilam, because all of the pain and suffering of the world, Einem nechshavim klal keneged amasa kodesh lavanis chas v'sholem cannot equal the terrible pain that a Jew is in, going through life carrying these peklach of mistakes, of regrets. So Masa Koved, David Melech said, Yichbedu Mimen. Kemish Yodeh Kedushas Yisrael Mi'ayin Hem L'kuchem. Who knows better than a tzaddik, than the tzaddik? Kedushas Yisrael, the holiness of a Jew. Mi'ayin L'hem L'kuchem, where we come from. V'yodeh She'Yisrael Merchoikim L'gamim Mi'ovam. The tzaddik knows where we come from, and the tzaddik knows that each and every one of us is, by nature, so far, far away from any ugliness. And therefore, the greatest rachmanis of the tzaddik is to somehow pull us out from that masui hakoved shel avonos, from that unbearable burden of our mistakes. Now listen to the chizuk the Rabbeinu gives us. Listen to this chizuk. So we were talking before about the Kalaska crying out, Mim Kaimai, it's the outside, it's the hilula, and the tzaddik is going higher and higher. And we're so afraid, so we're asking, Mim Kaimai hu yifen, Barachmim le'amai, Barachmim la'amai, please from that place. You're going higher and higher, and we're sinking lower and lower. We're in the lowest place. So we're so afraid that you're going to forget us. But Rabbi Nachman reveals this. Listen, Chaver. Rabbi Nachman says, Nois Dalet. V'afiluk shemegi zman listarlech. Even when it comes time for the tzaddik to die, to leave the world. And the neshama of the tzaddik soars to the highest place in the olam hasayanim, in the highest worlds. Ein zet tachlis ushleimus. That's not what the tzaddik wants. That's not the tachlis and the shleimus of the tzaddik. Shetia neshama dvuka l'mayla. That the tzaddik should just be dvuka l'mayla, should be attached to that world, to those worlds beyond, way, way beyond us. Ibn Achman says that the ikar shleimus of the neshama of the tzaddik, remember, the whole inyan of the tzaddik is his love for each and every Jew, and the rachmanis that he has on each and every one of us. And therefore, Ibn Achman says, the ikar shleimus of the neshama shebe'eshi l'mayla tiyeh lamata gam kein, that at the same time that the neshama of the tzaddik ascends to that highest place, tiyeh lamata gam kein, to the neshama of the tzaddik, especially by the hilula, the neshama of the tzaddik, tiyeh lamata gam kein, it descends mamish to the lowest place where the lowest Jew is at that lowest moment of his life. And he doesn't bring it here, but that Alter Rebbe brings in Tanya, where it says in Zohar Kodesh that tzadikaya shchichi yosef alma bosa de stalku, that the tzaddikim are in this world. After they leave this world, they're in this world more than when they were alive, when they were held back by the guf. And now they're no longer restrained. The neshamas are free to ascend, and Rabbi Nachman is teaching us to descend. Okay, and so Shiyasha Brocha Bein Talmud. And therefore, Rabbi Nachman says that it's so important for the tzaddik to leave behind a son, a child, to go on with his teachings, or a student if there are no children, then Talmidim who will continue to bring the light of this tzaddik all the way down into our lives in this world.
So the das of the tzaddik and the ways of the tzaddik should be lamata, should be down here, even though he's so high. Lamala, lamala, his thoughts, his ways, his teachings, his presence should be lamata, lamata. There was a chassid, there was a tzaddik, his name was Rav Nachum Sheichel, he was a chassid of the old Lechevitch, the Schus airline. And after the ptira, after the histalkus, the death of the Lechevitcher, this Rav Nachum Sheichel wasn't doing well. The Gaguim were crushing him, the longing for his Rebbe. It was very hard for him to continue on with his life. And mitaych those Gaguim, once he fell asleep. And while he was sleeping, the Saba Kedisha, the tzaddik from Lechevitch, appeared to him in his dream, and he said, Nochem, what sits to me? What are you pulling me down over here? I mean, I'm enjoying myself with all the tzaddikim and the neshamas of the tzaddikim. What are you schlepping me over here into this world? And in his dream he said, Rav Nachum said, Ay Rebbe, says, Mezayang tzarli ma'oid. Tzarli ma'oid, Rebbe. I'm not managing without you. Tzarli ma'oid. I'm in terrible pain. Tzarli ma'oid. So then the Lechevitch asked him in his dream, so what do you want, Nachum? And Nachum said, Rebbe, please just review with me a little bit. Remind me what it means to believe in God. Remind me what it means to be a mammon. And the Lechevitcher in his dream said over the first three ani mammons, the way that he used to say them with a certain niggin, with his fire and his niggin. And this Rav Nachum went the rest of his life burning mamish on fire with those ani mammons. What Rabbi Nachman is teaching us here, and with this story of the tzaddikim, of Nachum and the Lechevitcher is telling us, is that even though many years have passed since the Rebbe, since the piaseczn was murdered, he's here. And that you and I have the ability, through those feelings of Rebbe Tzar Lonu Ma'od. It's very hard for us in this world, in these last days before Mashiach comes, Tzar Lonu Ma'od. And it's not enough that mimkoimcha, mimkoimai, yifein, eleinu berachamim, that you're in some higher world, that you remember us, that you're looking down upon us from that higher place. Tzar Lonu Ma'od. We're asking you and we're begging you to come down here with us in this world. We're drawing you into our lives, into this world. You know, when Rabbi Nachman, when he was going from Breslov to Uman, and he went there knowing that that was his last trip, and he knew that he was going to die, and he wanted to be buried in Uman. So everybody felt that the end was near. And he said, Afal pichein ein dor yasem. Rabbi Nachman said, I'm not leaving you alone. And the ur of that tzaddik of Rabbi Nachman, he said, Va'achshav now, we don't have Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, but Va'achshav now, Yesh Nachal Noivei Mekar Chachma. But now there is this powerful river. This Nachal, this river, that's Noivei Mekar Chachma, that I'm leaving with you in this world. In the world here. Whereas Rabbi Nachman left behind a Nachal Noivei Mekar Chachma. And every year, thousands and thousands and thousands, more and more and more, are drinking from those waters of that mysterious, amazing river of Nachal Noivei Mekar Chachma. So too, Reb Kolonimus Kalman, then Rabbi Eli Melech, Susi Eleno, Shim Karim Domai, that tzaddik didn't leave behind children. His children didn't survive. The vast majority of the Chassidim, as you know, were killed. And even at the end, when he was in that camp near Treblinka, Travniki, and there was a possibility for him to be smuggled out. So Holmeis, it's not for now, but there was an offer that was made to get him out, and he said that there were 20 Jews, that they were part of a chevra, that they decided, they made a pact, they made a bris, they were going to stay together. So the Rebbe said that I'm only going if all of us can go together. And the message came back, was smuggled in, that Rebbe, that's impossible to take out 20 of you. So the Rebbe sent back, so even if it's not at one time, then at least maybe we can get out one by one to be smuggled out from this place, from this Gehenna. And the message came back to him that they don't know, but maybe they could try. And then Rebbe, the piaseczn, sent back, but the condition is that I'm the last one to leave. I will not leave before my friends leave. Only if I'm the last one, then I agree. And that could not be promised. They didn't know, and while these negotiations were going on, the Germans took all of them, and they were all, of course, killed. Al Kiddush Hashem. So, Rebbe, you didn't leave a Nachal Noivei Mekar Chachma. We don't know what you were thinking those last seconds before you were killed. You buried that canister in the ghetto. Did you know that it was going to be found? Did you know that there were going to be Jews many, many years later who are on fire with the fire that you left behind? And we know that if Rabbi Nachman says that tzaddik can be drawn down below to this world, that we know that if you refuse to leave that Gehenna, you had the opportunity to leave Gehenna, to save your life. But you refused to separate yourself from those Jews who needed you. So it must be that you refuse to leave us as well. And that your fire is here. And that because we're learning your Torah and we're gathering together, look together to be mechabed you and to remember you and to connect to you. That you're here with us, and that your fire, the fire of Eish Kodesh, the fire of Chavis Talmidim and the other Sfarim, that fire has the koyach of Tchias HaMeisim, the Nevuah of Yechezkel HaNavi, Risi b'nei olayim gidim ubaser Allah. We all remember that Yechezkel HaNavi saw the valley that was filled with atzomas yeveshes, dried bones. And then he saw that the skin was beginning to form, the veins, the bodies were coming together. But there was one thing, v'ruach ein bahem. The only thing that was missing was v'ruach ein bahem. The bodies were coming together. And over the years since the Holocaust, since the years that the Rebbe was killed, we've been healing. We're stronger, and the dried out bones are gathering back together. We have now communities, and we have schools, yeshivas, mikvahs. But v'ruach ein bahem. At that point in the Nevuah, Yechezkel saw that v'ruach ein bahem, the only thing that was missing was v'ruach ein bahem. Just like by the second Beis HaMikdash, that the second Beis HaMikdash was so beautiful, but the only thing that was missing, or one of the things that was missing, the Gemara tells us, was the Eish min HaShamayim, that fire that used to descend upon the Mizbeach by the first Beis HaMikdash. That Eish min HaShamayim was not there by the second Beis HaMikdash. Hashem says to Yechezkel, Hina be'el haruach, speak to the ruach. And then it says in the Navi, Ma'arba ruchais, boi haruach, from all four corners of the universe, boi haruach, ruach come, boi haruach, ufchi b'harugim ha'ela v'yichyu, ruach blow into these dried out bones and bring them back to life, that they should live. V'tova behem haruach v'yichyu, v'yamdu haragleim chal gadol ma'od ma'od. And the ruach came back into those dry bones. And they came back to life. Chal gadol ma'od ma'od, a very great multitude of Jews came back to life. And the Gemara says that Imarav doimel malach Hashem sevokais. If the Rebbe is like an angel, then we can receive Torah from his mouth. You know, there are many, many tzaddikim that we were zeicher to have in the world. But not every tzaddik has the ability to be mechayeh meisim b'ma'amora. Not every tzaddik has the ability to bring dry bones back to life, to bring the dead back to life. That's what Yaakov was reading when I spoke about those years ago. And after that time of the Milchama, and watching with my eyes, those dried out bones who were trying to come back to life. And even though we didn't go through what they went through, we're not different. Ruach ein banu. The ruach is not there, the fire is not there. And we need a malach, an angel, who has the ability to be mechayim meisim b'ma'amora, to be able, like the Navi Yechezkel, to say, Boi haruach, ufchi b'harugim ha'ela, to bring the ruach into those who were killed, into those who were murdered. So there were Jews who were killed by Nazis, there were Jews who were killed by Russians, there were Jews who were killed by Arabs, and there are Jews who are killed by life, by living in this world, and who have lost our ruach to other things. We're physically alive, but we're emotionally dead. Walk into our shuls, walk into our yeshivas, look into the eyes of the kids. Look into the eyes of the chaver that are standing there trying to daven a little bit. There are no Nazis, there are no Russians, there are no Yishmaelim over here. And who's going to blow life into a harugim ha'ela that were killed by the things that have been seen, the things that have been heard, and the experiences that we've had over the years? Far away from Treblinka, from Warsaw, from Lodz, For such a thing, we need a malach. So the Gemara says in Chagiga, the Rebbe has to be like a malach Hashem Tzavakos. And how do we know, how do we recognize a Rebbe who's a malach? We never saw a malach. How do we know if the Rebbe is a malach? So Chazal tell us, Ein l'chol kol esav ve'esav, every single blade of grass that's able to grow, it's only because there's a malach, there's an angel that's clapping, that's giving it a smack on the head of that blade of grass, and is saying, Gadel. There are many wonderful teachers, fantastic teachers, Rabbanim, Rebbeim, Rosh Hashivas, men, women who give their lives to teach. A malach is a person who's able to bring a river of an achal neveya, or an eish, a fire of an eish kodesh, and to give us life, to bring us back to life, and to tell each and every one of us, Gadel, to grow, to be different, to change. We don't have to be dead Jews. One of the Talmidim who survived, his name was Chaim Kana, who ended up fighting in the War of Independence of 1948 in Eretz Yisrael. And he was one of the boys that was part of the Rebbe's world, of his inner circle. And he was interviewed a few years ago in Eretz Yisrael. I think the interview is available. And when he was asked, can you describe the Rebbe? Can you describe the piaseczn? He said, Haislo chazus miuchedes. I can't describe, he was different. Ish gavoa. He was very tall. Im hadras ponim meirais shal malach Hashem. I don't know what an angel is, but he had a face that was shining like a malach. Einayim k'mo einay nesher. He had the eyes like an eagle. Im hayim estakel alecha. When the Rebbe looked at you, hayisa batuach sheraz kol hapnimi shelcha. You felt and you knew for sure that he was looking at who you were. He understood you. He saw you, mamish. Zayamashu madhim. It was madhim. It was astonishing. Kol adam shenitka b'mabit shel Rebbe. Whoever met the gaze, the eyes of the Rebbe, he was certain that the Rebbe knew his whole life, everything. And Misha Hayib is Sviva shel Rebbe. And whoever was in the Sviva of the Rebbe, Germ la'asmal l'sa'alois, it brought him to an aliyah. And then he says, Bishnas 1948, in 1948, Ishtatafti b'milchemes ha'atzmaut, I fought in the War of Independence. This poor guy came from concentration camp, and like many of the chevra, they came to Israel and they gave him a half of a rifle of some sort, and he was fighting in the War of Independence, and he said he was one of the fiercest battles. Bechad Akrobas Hakoshim. I'm not going to go into the whole situation here, which battle he was in. And he said, Hayu kama dakot kashot. In this battle, there were some very difficult moments. Sheben kol ha'chayim cholfim lefanecha. And in those moments, all of life passed before us. What did I think of those moments when my life was flashing before my eyes? Ani chashavti boisem regoim al ishti, my wife. Alohaira, my parents. Hello, Bas Shili, my daughter. Vala Rebbe at Tzadik, mi piaseczn. I thought about my Rebbe, the piaseczn. Zerak yochel hamchish. Ei chasidim eskashel, Rebbe, that's the only thing I could tell you, how we were connected to him. That was my last thought, that moment that I thought I was leaving the world. Once the Rebbe was standing with some Hasidim, and they were learning, they were talking in Torah, and some sweet little Jew came running in, crying. And he said, Rabbi, the medicine that you wrote for me, that's what he said, the medicine that you wrote for me has faded. And the terrible headaches that I have come back. Now, nobody knew what he was talking about. Some of you might know that in Warsaw, all of the drugstores in Warsaw and all of the doctors who were there honored the prescriptions that were written by the Rebbe, by the piaseczn. He was a big bucky in medicine, and he wrote prescriptions that were honored by the drugstores and by the other physicians who were there in Varsha. So this Yid was crying, Rebbe, my headaches are back, because the cure that you wrote has faded. So the Chassidim didn't understand. What does it mean it's faded? If there was a prescription, you give it to the drugstore, and you get the medicine, you take the medicine. So the Rebbe asked one of the Chassidim, give me a piece of paper. And the Rebbe wrote something on the paper. And he gave it to this Yid. And this Yid took off his hat. And under his hat, he had a couple of yarmulke. And in the yarmulke, he had an old piece of paper that was the old prescription. He never gave it to the drugstore. He had the old prescription in his yarmulke for his ke'ev rosh, Evanta? And he took out this one, and he threw it down, and he took from the Rebbe the new prescription, and he put it into his yarmulke, and he put the yarmulke on, and he put on his hat, and he sat back a little bit, he said, oh, he said, showing good. Showing good, Rebbe, I feel better. I feel better. No, Rebbe, where do we get prescriptions like that? The prescriptions in our yarmulkes have faded, no? Our heads are hurting. Our hearts are hurting. Tsar lanu ma'od. So, Rebbe, it's your yard site. You didn't leave Gehenna then. You certainly came down from getting to be here with us. And you haven't forgotten us. And you're stronger now than you ever were. And the schus of each one of us remembering you. And the schus of singing the gunim and learning Torah in honor of you. Mem koimcha from your place. Look at us with Rachmanis. Write for us a new prescription. Each one of us should have the prescription that we need for ourselves, for our children, for our wives, our husbands, our parents, so that we'll be healed in our minds, in our hearts, in our bodies, and we'll be able to join you with all the tzaddikim, hakitz, ranu shoichnei ofa, with the ultimate chiyas amesim, the glosh v'amitis, v'mehevi amenu amen v'amen.
And now we have a special treat. Inspired by the Torahs of the kodesh, during the planning of the Simchas Pesach Shveva, the Chaver wrote this song in honor of Rebbe. Rav Shlomo Katz heard the nigun and knew that the nigun needed to be heard by Klal Yisrael in honor of the yard set of the kodesh, Zecher Tzadik Kadosh Levracha, produced by the Thank You Hashem Chevra.
kodesh ay loin sich be ay kodesh ay loin sich be ich da mit du kadala misbeach lo sich be ich da mit du kadala misbeach lo sich be ich da mit du kadala misbeach lo sich be Ishtar mitu kan ala mizbeach lo yisichbe Ishtar mitu kan ala mizbeach lo yisichbe Hashem
Great honor to us to have with us Rabbi Eitan Katz sing together with us. שתלך שבו.
משורר התשובה הנולדת כבר ואם בשחקים עודנה מהרה שמה נשמתך צורח
משורר התשובה הנולדת כבר ואם בשחקים עודנה צרורה שמה נשמתך לצרור החיים
שבו וחיים ישמעו כל דרכי יבינו כל אבני רוח להם יד נברך ושבו
na
אחרון עוז והדר לבושה ותשחק ליום אחרון במצוותיך ותחכנו בסוירותיך צבאנו בטובך ושמח נפשנו ישועתך אוי קדשנו במצוותיך ושמחנו בסוירותיך צבאנו בטובך ושמח נפשנו ישועתך איי 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 ותהל ליבנו אוי ליודך ביום ישועות יעקב צווה 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 ישועות יעקב צווה 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 ישועות יעקב צווה 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 ישועות יעקב אוי צווה 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 היי צווה ישועות יעקב צווה צווה ישועות יעקב צווה 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 ישועות יעקב צווה 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 ישועות יעקב אוי אוי צווה צווה אוי אוי צווה 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 ישועות יעקב צווה 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 אוי אוי צווה ישועות יעקב צווה ישועות יעקב צווה 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 אוי רבנו שעט בקול גדול אין שום ייאוש אין שום ייאוש בעולם כלל אוי רבנו שעט בקול גדול אין שום ייאוש שום ייאוש בעולם כלל היי מצווה גדולה להיות בשמחה שמחה תמיד מצווה גדולה להיות בשמחה היי היי לה 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 אוי אוי מצווה גדולה להיות בשמחה תמיד מצווה גדולה להיות בשמחה תמיד אוי שום ייאוש בעולם כלל היי מצווה גדולה להיות בשמחה תמיד היי מצווה גדולה להיות בשמחה הושיעו ושמחו וברך את נחלוסכו איי 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 אורם 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 לנעשה מגדוי לו הושיעו ושמחו איי 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 וברך את נחלוסכו היי אורם 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 ונעשה מגדוי אוי אוי הושיעו יוחאי נמשכת אשריך שמן ששון מחבריך בר יוחאי נמשכת אשריך שמן ששון מחבריך בר יוחאי שמן משחס קודש נמשכת ממידת הקודש נעשת ציץ לזרע קודש חבוש על ראש חברך בר יוחאי נמשכת אשריך איי 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 בר יוחאי אוי בר יוחאי למקום אבני שיש הגעת ופני אריאל האיש גם גולת כותרת על האיש תשובי ומי ישובך בר יוחאי המשכת אשריך בר יוחאי סיני לא נקרא הארי שבחרורה ממנו תצא תורה אדוננו בר יוחאי ואמרתם כל לחי רבי שמעון בר יוחאי ואמרתם כל לחי אוי 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 ואמרתם כל לחי אוי ואמרתם כל לחי תורתו מגן לנו היא מאירת עינינו ימליץ טוב בדנו אדוננו בר יוחאי ואמרתם כל לחי רבי שמעון בר יוחאי ואמרתם כל לחי רבי שמעון צדיקאי ואמרתם כל לחי ואמרתם כל לחי רבי שמעון צדיקאי ותום מגן לנו היא מאירת עינינו ימליץ טוב בדנו תורתו מגן לנו ימליץ טוב בדנו ואמרתם כל לחי רבי שמעון בר יוחאי ואמרתם כל לחי רבי שמעון צדיקאי אומר רב עקיבא אשריכם ישראל אומר רב עקיבא אשריכם היי אשריכם ישראל אוי אשריכם ישראל לפני מי אתם מתארים ומי מתאר אתכם לפני מי אתם מתארים ומי מתאר אתכם אביכם שבשמיים אביכם שבשמיים אוי ואומר מקווה ישראל השם ואומר מקווה ישראל השם המקווה מתאר את הרבה אבל הקודש ברוך הוא מתאר את ישראל אבל הקודש ברוך הוא מתאר את ישראל אומר רב עקיבא אשריכם ישראל אומר רב עקיבא אשריכם ישראל אשריכם ישראל אוי לפני מי אתם מתארים ומי מתאר אתכם אוי אביכם שבשמיים אביכם שבשמיים אביכם שבשמיים אביכם שבשמיים הקודש ברוך הוא מתאר ישראל. אוי מעמיק ומתאר את ישראל, אך הקודש ברוך הוא מתאר את ישראל. מעמיק ומתאר את ישראל, אך הקודש ברוך הוא מתאר את ישראל. מתאר את עצמנו, אך הקודש ברוך הוא מתאר את ישראל. מעמיק ומתאר את עצמנו, אך הקודש ברוך הוא מתאר את ישראל. ואנוכי הסתר אסתיר פניי ביום ההוא אבל רבי נחמן מסביר ואפילו בהסתרה בתוך ההסתרה רחמנו השם אלוקינו רחם על ישראל עמך רחם ועל ירושלים עירך רחם 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 ונותן ומגנים אוי רחם ועל ירושלים עירך רחם ועל ציון משכן כבודך ועל מלכות בית דוד משיחך ועל הבית הגדול והקדוש אוי רחם 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 ועל ציון משכן ועל ציון משכן כבודך ועל מלכות בית דוד משיחך ועל הבית הגדול והקדוש רחם בירושלים לשנה הבאה בירושלים לשנה הבאה בירושלים לשנה הבאה בירושלים המויה לשנה הבאה בירושלים לשנה הבאה בירושלים לשנה הבאה בירושלים לשנה הבאה בירושלים המויה לשנה הבאה בירושלים המויה, אמן, לשנה הבאה בירושלים המויה, לשנה הבאה בירושלים המויה, אוי לשנה הבאה בירושלים המויה, לשנה הבאה בירושלים לשנה הבאה בירושלים המויה, לשנה הבאה בירושלים, לשנה הבאה בירושלים המויה, לשנה הבאה בירושלים, אמן, לשנה הבאה בירושלים, בירושלים המויה, לשנה הבאה בירושלים, בירושלים הבנויה, אוי אוי לשנה הבאה בירושלים. Hayim